Hey guys, Kevin Burgess again with yet another video. This video is going to focus on my goals for 2022. The goal of this video, first of all, is for me to share what my goals are. And the second purpose is hopefully sharing my goals with you might inspire you in some way for your goals for 2022. Please share in the comments below what your goals are in 2022. And if this video has helped in any way, I'd certainly love to hear about that. And as always, if you like the content of this video, if you could give it a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. It helps the channel. Also, if you like to talk about and watch videos on dividend investing, if you could subscribe to the channel and ring the bell, you'll be notified of future videos when they come available. And with that, we will get started. Warren Buffett was talking with his pilot about goals for the next year. The pilot said, "Oh, I have lots of goals." And so Buffett asked him to write down his top 25 goals. So he did that, handed it to Buffett. Buffett handed it back and said, "Okay, circle your top 5. So he circled the top 5. He said, "Are these the ones that you want to focus on?" He said, "Yes, absolutely." They worked out a plan for those 5 goals. And then he said, "What are you going to do with the rest, the other 20? And the pilot thought for a minute and he said, "I guess I'm going to work on them as I get time." And he said, "No, absolutely not." He said, "Those 20 go on the avoid at all costs list." And Buffett's point was, if you focus on too many goals, you will accomplish none of them. You'll get them all half accomplished. And that's not helpful. That does not lead to your success. Success comes from focusing on 3 to 5 goals until those goals are completed. Don't let your success die on the trash heap of good intention. I'm sure all of your goals have good intention, and all the goals that I originally came up with had good intentions. But if I can't get them done, or if I get them all half done, then all the good intention in the world won't help. While I'm going to have 3 goals for 2022, each of those goals are going to have measurable actions underneath them that will help me determine that I'm achieving those goals. So my first goal in 2022 is to structure my investments to match my lifestyle. Many of you will recall that I retired in 2021 in April, and I've made a lot of progress in setting up my investment structure, but I still got some room to grow in that. I need to set this investment structure up to be helpful for all of my new life. One of my first tasks is to achieve the dividend yield that I've set out for my dividend yield portfolio. I think that's going to be helpful because those are going to be dividends that I want to help meet goals at some point. My second action inside the goal of structuring my investments is to invest at least $7,000 per month in my high yield portfolio. I know that sounds like a lot, but there are funds that are coming in that I'm liquidating other things, and those funds, rather than spend them or rather than use them for other things, I actually want to use those funds to build my high yield dividend portfolio. So the next 2 goals under this category of structuring my investments to match my lifestyle have to do with the dividend amounts per month I'm looking for from both my yield and my growth accounts. So for the yield account, I'm looking for $1,000 per month, and for the growth account, I'm looking for $1,300 per month. And I want to put a caveat around both of those, that I will abide by all of the rules that I have laid out for those accounts. I think I've mentioned before that I have a document that kind of lays out what each fund is going to be for, and so I'm going to follow those rules, and within those rules I want to achieve $1,000 in the high yield account and $1,300 per month on average in the high growth account. The next thing, I've talked about how important charitable giving is for me. I love to give to the causes that mean a lot. And so I'm going to set up a charitable giving investment account. And if you haven't heard of that, basically what that is I can contribute either money or stocks to a charitable account. That charitable account then becomes a charitable contribution from a tax perspective. but then I also get to control where those donations go from inside that charitable account. So I'm going to set that up. Hopefully, actually, we'll get that done by the end of 2021. And then the next goal is to contribute appreciated stock of at least $10,000 into that account in 2022. So I think that will help me keep a balance between keeping pace with inflation and also being able to give to the causes that mean a lot to me. And then the last one in this section is I want to get better at stock analysis. I want to develop a template around my due diligence process so that I can consistently analyze stocks. Moving on to goal number 2. Goal number 2 is going to be improving this YouTube channel. There are several goals underneath that. One is to improve the audio. And as you can tell, I am actually using a lapel mic now, whereas in the past I have strictly relied on the microphone on this recording device. And I just felt like it was in a well, and so hopefully this is much improved in audio quality. I also want to improve the thumbnails so that it is more clear what the video is about and people can see and understand when they see the thumbnail what they're clicking on. Then I want to develop a logo. Hopefully you see this new logo. Developed it just the other day. And I think it's helpful, rather than seeing this ugly mug face, it's actually a logo that will tell people what this channel is about. And so let me know in the comments below what you think of the new logo. If you like it or don't like it, or what you would do to improve it. I don't know that it's final yet. It's just something that came to me in the middle of the night. Literally, I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought, that would be a good logo. So share with me in the comments below what you think of the new logo. And then another thing I want to do is to improve the lighting and the background. You can tell I'm in a different spot today. So hopefully you'll see some improvements along those lines in 2022 as well. Because at the end of the day, I want this channel to be helpful to you, inspire you to grow as an investor. Then the third area is around personal development. Warren Buffett said something like, the more you learn, the more you earn. And so therefore I want to continue to grow as an investor, but specifically in 3 areas. The first area is I want to understand better the balance between yield investments versus growth investments for investors. And as I think about dividend growth versus dividend yield, how should I think about what balance I need in my life between dividend yield and dividend growth? At my age, it might be different than someone who's in their mid-20s, for instance. So I want to understand that better and try to design a model that would help give some clarity around that, not only for me, but maybe for others. So if that might be helpful for you, I will certainly share that once I get through that process. The second thing I want to do is I want to learn more about the overall economy and how the overall economy impacts individual stocks. So inflation, monetary easing, etc. Those types of things. I want to get better acquainted at that and have that knowledge influence not only my investments, but what I share on this channel. And lastly, I want to learn better how to inspire you. How to inspire the people who are watching these videos to be better investors. How can I help you become a better investor tomorrow than you are today? That's something that's very important to me, and so it's a goal for me. I'm not really sure how to measure that. It might be that it's measured in your comments back to me. So that's it for the goals for 2022. Let me know what you think of my goals in the comments below. Let me know what your goals are for 2022. And I really love collaborating with you, and I think that together we can make 2022 a successful year for us as investors. So with that, I will say goodbye and see you on the next video.